In this episode tonight, I am going to ask my husband, how is it, honey?
Very good.
Very good. He eating.
Really good.
That's good. Thanks, hun. Good night, everyone, and welcome back to Tabby Loves Cooking. Tonight's dinner is something just simple. I'm going to make some spaghetti with cheese sauce because I do not like tomato sauce. So instead, I'm going to use cheese sauce. And which is okay with my family because if you don't know, now I'm about to tell you, my family's cheese people. They love cheese. So I came up with spaghetti with cheese sauce. And I'm going to show you how I make mine. So first I'm going to cut me up some of the onion. Have y'all ever had someone to always judge you or criticize you because the way you do things or because you're just being you? Or they don't like how you do things? Well, I'm at that stage of my life now that I don't let that bother me, and it does not faze me. And so when I feel that I'm surrounded or around anyone that is criticizing or trying to judge me or trying to correct me all the time or make a point that this is wrong or that is wrong, or make a point where I suffer that sometimes, that's not the correct way to pronounce that. That's not how you say that. Well, yeah, I've had that majority of my life, but since I have gotten this, been diagnosed years now, because my sons are totally grown, and I was diagnosed with having MS when my baby boy was just 2. And he's well up in his 20s now. So, with that being said, and I did. I followed behind and tried to make everyone happy doing things the way they wanted to do and how they think it should be done. And I've been doing that and doing that and doing that until finally I decided to stop. And no, don't do that. You have to be yourself. You have to be who you are created to be. And so, when I got with my husband, my second husband, because I was once married before, did not work out. But anyhow, we're not even on that conversation. When I got with my current husband, which he is not current, because we've been together for years now. We've been together for a long time now. For me, that is a very long time. Me and my husband been together for exactly 11 years now. Married for 7 of those years. But anyhow, so that's how I cut up my onions. If you could see, it's just really cut. And my garlic, that's how I do that. And so, right now, what I'm going to do is This is the spaghetti noodles I use. So I'm just gonna go ahead on and drop it down in the water. I already had the water boiling. So if you can't see, or if you can't see, that's boiling water. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these noodles and drop them right on down in that pot. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I like splitting my noodles in half. To me, it feels a little bit, I don't know, more noodles, and you don't have to be strumming it around trying to get it in your mouth. That's how I like to do my noodles. But then, you know, if you're going to follow the rules of cooking in the kitchen, that rule is you do not cut your noodles or split them. But like I said, I'm different, I'm original, and this is my style of cooking. So if you want to split your noodles in half, please go right ahead on and enjoy. Because I'm about to cut mine right in half, right down in that pot. And boom. That's how I do my noodles. Like I said, your cooking, your dinner, you do it the way you want to do it. So now my noodles is in the pot. And I'm just gonna make sure that it is all the way down in that pot. There we go. Yep, that is good to go. And then, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead on and turn my meat on. So that could get ready to start cooking. So yeah, so like I was saying, being with my husband now, and all that we've been through, our ups and downs, not so good, good, okay, whatever way you want to put it. Yeah. It taught me that the woman that he started dating was just an image of what everybody wanted her to be. And that it was not me. I did not find who I was. So, as we were dating, through our dating process, it really did. It taught me to just be me. So, this is just me being me. And if you don't like it, no problem. But I learned that I actually do enjoy cooking. I really do. This is my way of coping with life now, which is not a problem with me. This is what makes me happy, keeps me occupied. Keeps me moving. So this is what I do now, is cook. Cook, 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 cook. So the purpose of that whole conversation is be original. Be you. Be yourself. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks or how anybody else think. Think about you. So be you. Be yourself. So however you choose to cook in your kitchen, that's your business. And that's you being you in the comfort of your own home. And so this is what I'm doing. Being me in the comfort of my own home. And cooking is what I do. Cooking, I'm a big firm believer in herbs. You know, there's so many different herbs out here in this world now that a lot of these herbs and stuff, some of them you don't even know. I don't even know all of them. It's good for your health. Just be you. So now what I'm going to do is I need some herbs for my herb department. Yes. Yes. So what I need from here right now, which I'm going to get my kitchen scissors, and I need some of these green peppers. Even though I cut them, but let's believe they're going to grow back real quick. Those grow overnight. So if you got to use them, because they're going to grow overnight. Green peppers grow real quick if you're doing them right. So I need to rinse these off. So I'm going to move my onions and garlic over. And now I'm going to cut up my green onion. No, I did not forget about my meat. Still cooking. Let me cook up. So that way we could drop our herbs and vegetables in with the meat. Let it cook up. Cook up. Yay. You'll see I will have music on. Because I love having music on while I'm in the kitchen cooking. But, no, you can't have that for that. So, here we go. Now I'm going to drop in my onions and green pepper, my onions and green onion scallops, as we call them, and with my garlic. So, the reason why I'm putting all of those in is because when you have fresh herbs, you don't need too much of the store-bought seasonings, because the herbs is going to season your food, and it sure do season it well. So that's why I go ahead on and let it cook up some, and I just have just a little bit of that meat in there. And so I'm going to let all of that go ahead on and cook now. You can see. And then I'm going to throw in some more herbs, fresh herbs. I'm going to throw that in. And I see that this has cooked completely. Because, you know, I make my own sauce for my spaghetti, so I like to have the fresh in the meat. So when you bite into it, you have fresh herbs instead of the regular seasonings that you buy from the store. This is how I do mine. Like I keep explaining to everybody, I'm just different all the way around. And I don't care how anybody feels about it. This is me. This is what I do. And how I do it. This is how I do it. Cause, you know, I really was just living under lots of people's shadows, per se, and just pretending to be, or just going with the punches because that was just it. But what y'all see in my videos, this is me. This is just me. And I don't care how anybody feel. Okay. Meat doing well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and season. So this is thyme. So I just pour my thyme in. This rag does not want to stay up here, y'all. Well, towel. So yeah, this is me. So I get my thyme in. And if you're figuring where I disappeared to, I can show you while I'm doing it. I'm over here in my herbs. This is my herbs. Basil. I need a piece of that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that off. There we go. That's my basil. And what I'm going to do with that is we're going to cut that up. I'm going to rinse it off first. Need to stir this up. So my noodles look like they're about done. And what I do with my noodles is I leave it in the pot, in the water for a minute before I take it on out. And actually, we're going to tonight, because I'm making this spaghetti cheese sauce. I am going to actually leave it in there until it is ready to go into the meat, and we're going to stir that all up. But now I'm going to go ahead and cut up my basil. And like I was saying, so yeah, I believe in fresh herbs and all of that. I could do them on my own. Well, you know, I either grow it, which means from a seed, or when I go to the grocery store, I just buy a fresh pot of herbs and continue to keep up with it that way also. That's how I do mine. I'm a plant lover, so yeah, I either grow my herbs or I'm going to take and get a plant of herb and just keep up with it. So now what I'm going to do, you want to see, is I'm dropping that on down in there. I'm going to give that upstairs so it get mixed, stirred up, whole thing. And first, the fresh herbs, this makes the food smell so good when you use them. Fresh or dry. Because like I said, when I do my dry ones, that's, you know, the growing of it, and I just dry it out, set it to the side, and Then I have my fresh dry herb seasoning. Oregano. I cannot pronounce that word at all. So I used to be able to, a little slightly, maybe not at all. Who knows? I know. No, but no, I could never pronounce that word. Oregano. I believe that's how it says, how it goes. And what I do, okay, and so my meat, that's how my meat comes out when I'm done with it. But I'm not done with it because I have to put my green peppers, red peppers, onion, my green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers in here also, and which I already got chopped up, because when I use peppers and chop them up, I tend to go ahead on and I'll chop up all of it, but if I don't use it, then I'll store up the rest for the next time that I'm going to need it. So tonight is that next time. And so this is how I do mine. I go ahead and chop it all up. When I'm not going to use the whole potato, I mean the whole sweet peppers added. I go ahead and chop them up and I just store it up. So I'm just going to throw all of that in there, because I am not going to need any more of that anytime soon. I hope not. And I used the juice from the peppers that was in the bowl. That soaked out off the peppers. So I do that. Now we want to take and stir all of that up. This is how I do it. I am actually in a mood for music, but we're doing this. So now I'm going to use some pink salt. And you see, if you can see it, and I'll just sprinkle some down in there, because this is the only seasoning I'm going to use is salt and pepper. So I just sprinkled that in there. Now I need my pepper. I think this may be my white pepper. So we're going to use white pepper tonight. Okay. Stir that on up, because we got to get it through here, season and contribute it out evenly. So our meat is done for our spaghetti. And it shall look like that. That's how the meat is. I'm going to turn that down and just let it sit and cook up, so that way it's cooking, releasing. You gotta keep stirring for a little bit more longer to release the herbs in the meat. I have to take and cut up my cheese for my cheese sauce. Yep, and I'm using half of the 1 pound cheese. Just using half of it for my cheese sauce. You want to see? That's what I use. Extra shot. Because with cheese sauce, this cheese sauce is going to be the bomb. And there go my dog. He always follows me in the kitchen because he thinks he's gonna get something to eat. And he's not. Because he has his own food. I try not to feed him any human food because when you do that, then when you watch you eating or whatever, they want to beg, and I can't stand that. Now, if it drops on the floor, that's fine. Or if my granddaughter gives it to him, fine. He already got it. And with my granddaughter, I had a special bond that if she didn't want it or think he wants some, she gives it to him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking this cheese. Nope, I'm not cutting it no other way. And I'm going to drop it down in this pot. So I just dropped it down in the pot. I'm going to give that a little twirl in there. I don't leave it up that high. Turn it down. And then I am going to be putting me in some heavy creamer in there. That's what's going to help my sauce. Okay, and while that's doing that, I'm going to continue to cut up the rest of this cheese. So I need all of this cheese in there. And now I need to stir up my cheese sauce. Yeah, so back to what I was saying is, you know, don't let anyone change who you are. Don't let anyone entice you to be something that you're not. Just be yourself. And if they don't approve of it, or don't like it, or want to criticize you for that, or anything, then I guess you just have to step back from them people until you find you. Because once you find you and love you, yourself, you'll find yourself just a people pleaser. And you don't want to be a people pleaser. You want to be just you. So this is what like I said, this is what I do. Find something to occupy yourself. So, okay. So this is almost done. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take and be right back with the cheese sauce. Alright, now the cheese have melted in here. Not all the way, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So now what I'm going to do, what I'm going to add in now is I am going to add in my cream cheese. I like the cream cheese in there. And give it more like a little bit of a richness taste. So I don't need a whole bunch, just about a spoonful. And we're going to take, and we're going to stir that up in here. and the cheese sauce, that is. So I just go ahead on and constantly stir. So I'll stir it all up in there. And just keep stirring, keep stirring. Now, bouillon, but if everybody don't know or do know, this here, instead of it being a square ball, the square cube, the cubone, it's a powder. So what I'm going to do is I just need just a teaspoon of it. That's it. Throw that down in there. Now that could get stirred up in there. Yes, see how that all melted now? That's just how I wanted it. Okay, and of course y'all know I'm going to my famous wines. So tonight, because it is beef, I am going to be using some red wine and my chili sauce. And this is the red wine. And my cheese sauce. And that's about all I need in it. So we're going to stir that on up in there. Okay. Then we need to taste. Always remember to taste your food before you give it to anyone. Because if you don't like it to your satisfaction, then why would you serve it to someone else? Yep. And just pour it in. And my sauce. And we're going to stir that up. And then we're going to take and we're going to gather up our noodles. Is done. Yay. And looking good. And now we're gonna let it drain. This is how I transfer with my noodles. Cause I like them to still be hot, not warm or cold. Cause some people run cold water over their noodles. Not me. This is how I do my noodles. You are always welcome. Like I always say, you're welcome to do yours any way that you want. There. Now all I'm going to do is kind of like a flip. So my meat could go into my noodles. Make sure that's all in there combined. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I am going to now move the pot over to this eye so you can see. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to pour all this sauce all over. Just pour it on down in there. And let it continue to cook along with the meat in the spaghetti, the noodles. And I will be back with you to show you the finished work. It's got to cook. But first we want to take and we want to mix it up in there real good. There, look at there. Just stir it up. Make sure you get it through there. So now what I'm going to do is, my mother-in-law, she makes some pepper sauce that she gives us, and that be spicy. But my family loves the spice, so it's okay. I'm going to sprinkle just a tad of the pepper sauce in here, just for a little spice. I want just a tad of heat. Make sure you shake it up. You can find pepper sauce in the grocery stores if you don't know how to make it. And so now I'm going to just use just a dab of the pepper sauce, in which I'm just going to use just a teaspoon of pepper sauce. And I just drizzle it right on down in there. I'll shake off all the sauce. More pepper sauce off of it. There we go. And now I'm going to stir that up. And if y'all don't know how to make pepper sauce, one day I will make some pepper sauce for y'all and show y'all how to make pepper sauce. Pepper sauce. So like I said, you just want to make sure you got it contribute evenly. And there's my sauce. I didn't get a big enough spoon because everything in the way, that means it's contribute. That's my sauce. That's what your sauce should look like. If you don't like tomato paste, tomato sauce, or spaghetti sauce, that's how I make mine. Make sauce without using anything with tomatoes in it. And that is, let that cook up some. And so it should be looking like this now. That's what it should be looking like. Spaghetti. My interpret of spaghetti. So like I said, I am different. And there's my dinner for tonight. Spaghetti with cheese meat sauce with a hint of pepper. If you like, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Tabby Loves Cooking. Good night, everyone. Have a blessed one.